What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Baby, don't hurt me. Welcome to day 189 and telling me YouTube millionaire. So with recent events, recent developments in my personal life, as well as, frankly, the world writ large, in the essence that truth does have some type of context to it pretty much all the time. So I think it was Reinhold Niebuhr who said that truths, some of them are truths of context. It justifies re-tackling the same concept a few times as time progresses. So what is love? Baby, don't hurt me, baby, don't hurt me. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. So, agape, which means love in all its forms, its purest form, absolute, entire, complete love, means that you would be able to express it in any way, shape, or form that you so desire. Nothing is off the table. Everything that you are capable, of which you are capable as a human being and as a spiritual being, you can exercise if you so desire. Now, if you love somebody, and one way you want to express that love is sexual, know that we do it anyway. As Jesus told us in the New Testament, for those who even think of indecent thoughts with somebody else who is not their wife or their husband, that is committing adultery. Now, why would he say that and at the same time be like just brushing it off? It's like, I'm not worried about it. Well, it's this essentially. It's the ephemeral and the temporal, and the non-ephemeral interacting with one another. So the separation, for instance, that a person has with loving somebody and being in love with them, what exactly is that? I would submit that there really isn't a separation. There's just different expressions of love. I love everyone. I mean that when I say that. It's a dependency on whether they have the capacity to love in return, or how they decide to love, as the meaning of life is love, and how you love is your personal experience, your life. So let's say that you combine the sexual component with otherwise. If you love somebody, which, as I said, I love everyone, then there's really no separation between being in love and loving them if you express every single way how you can love them. However, if you do not love them, what's left? Is it fear? Is it anger? Is it hatred? Is it emptiness? Entropy? Because if you love someone, you truly are bonded to who and what they are and love them so much based upon that, then a physical expression is not all that important. Say you want to gobble up somebody's mind because you love what they have to provide there, or you want to gobble up their body because you think it's really attractive, or any number of other things. You are drawn to them, and you consummate that with a sexual connection. You become of one flesh. That is a marriage, just de facto. In that, Jesus tells us that if you even have indecent thoughts with somebody who is not your wife or husband, you have committed adultery. That is basically telling us that we're all going to have them. We're all going to commit adultery. It's simply our actions in this world that act as the protection, the umbrella of God's perfect trust that allows for the proper rearing of children. Us all being children, but especially our children. In a very dangerous, depraved, nefarious world. So, to make a thing out of... See, the rub here is that I've had friends tell me that they love me in a similar fashion to how I love everybody. And those same friends that want to engage in sexual intercourse with me. I'm thinking of somebody that I knew back in... well, I still know her, but I knew her starting back at the Air Force Academy. Very nice woman, very kind woman, and frankly very attractive as well. And it was like, what they were saying, and they made this very distinct differentiation, was, I love you, but I will not be married to you. They already were. So it's like, that doesn't quite make sense. It's like them saying, this is me trying to re-put together the pieces of who and what I am to make the most sense out of the crazy world in which we live and how I fit into it or do not. It's basically saying, like, I love you, but the expression of it is simply me wanting to give you what you want and need, but not to be solely connected to you. Like I didn't want to take you all for myself or something like that. You see, the difficulty in me explaining this is the same difficulty that I've had with trying to figure out where I fit in with it all. Being a bog standard white human, well, bog standard white man in the modern era that is resented by so many different people, so many different, like I've said in previous videos. So trying to figure out where you fit in with it all. Somebody wants to give you a sexual connection. It's small, but at the same time it's not. And we live in a weird world. I don't know. You're seeing these thoughts come out of me raw. Every morning I look up to God and I say, hey, give me the words that I need to speak to convey the best message that I can to others and to my future self and my future progeny. So, to others, because who you are now is different from the person that you're going to be in 10 minutes, 10 seconds, 10 years. It's a different person. Same but different. Just a little bit temporarily dislocated is all. And other people are simply different frequencies, different interference patterns. All of the same whole. They're fractured off pieces of the same whole. So what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Baby, don't hurt me. If I ever hurt anybody, whether intentionally or not intentionally, then I need to re-gauge how I'm doing it. Because I don't think that's the proper expression of love, unless it's tough love. And tough love has its place and is still love, and it's very important. So what's the difference between loving somebody and being in love? Does there even need to be a difference? Is it simply covetousness? Is it simply, I've selected you as my other human? I like you as my other human? I don't know. It's a certain trust that you have with them that you have with no one else. But what if there is already perfect trust? That the ultimate conclusion to it all will be that expression of ultimate trust. Like the female lead in my story. Everything that she's doing seems to be contrary to the scientist's mission, which is to save existence. But in fact, the entire time, what she's been trying to do is act as that separator, that differentiator between the scientist and the dark force, by taking the dark force on a merry little goose chase, a silly goose chase. I don't know. Concepts to broach. And that's why I'm writing this story. I'm kind of learning about myself as I write it, and I'm writing it as I'm learning about myself. It's a Inception-like loop where you're creating and experiencing reality so fast that you get right in the middle of it and don't even realize that it's happening. But there is something different. I do feel something different. It's just slight. And I think it has to do with me wanting to protect them. Wanting to call them my own. Wanting to covet them. I feel something different with those in whom I want to be in love. And that gets broader and broader every day. Man. I really do wish that sometimes it would just be a little bit simpler. And that sometimes we could shirk all anxiety, all distrust, all fear, and just be with one another. Fully. In that perfect trust. Do exactly what you want. And have no fear of consequences. Because you are protected. And there's somebody I want to protect. I hope she'll let me. She's much younger than me. I bring that up several times because while it's not a rub with me, I know that it might be for others. Might even be for her. But just know that this used to happen all the time. It used to happen all the time. Where the woman would be 15, even 20 years younger than the man. If you look at Caroline Levitt and her husband is 60-something and she's 27. I don't see personally anything wrong with that. to be more specific with the person of whom I'm speaking. I want love. And I want it to be mine. I want to protect you. It makes you feel like a man when you can protect your woman. So, anyway, I'm just going to leave it there today. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Y'all have a good day. Love y'all. Peace.